I was off the grid there for a minute. Robin, you're never going to guess what happened when I started it. The whole system crashed.
Again?
And then I got it back.
Okay. Thank God.
So
I'm so glad you're tech savvy.
Yeah. Happy Tuesday, everybody. For some reason, my Microsoft Edge was not playing nice, so I had to open up Chrome so that I could still be here. And yeah, that was fun. But thanks so much for joining us. We are minus Jeff tonight. Jeff is on his way home right now. He's actually sent me like 4 screenshots. I'm really trying to be there on time. I'm racing there. Like he's probably breaking laws right now just so he can show his face for like 15 or 20 minutes.
We need his license plate number.
Yeah. Cops, please don't pull him over. He's just trying to be here for his people. So we do these every week, everybody. For you guys, we had lots of questions coming into the YouTube channel on the comments, and we said, hey, let's do a live stream so that we can answer everybody's questions live, and that way we don't have to answer all the questions they put on the videos, which we still do, but this is just a better forum. It allows us all to be a community. It allows you guys to talk to one another in the comments as well. So do us a favor in the comments. Tell us where you're watching from today and what's your name in case your screen name is different from your real name. We'll try to remember that. Loretta is always one that I remember. She's on almost every week, and we appreciate her and all of you guys inviting us into your living rooms. So tonight is a free-for-all Tuesday. I've got a bunch of different topics ready, but most importantly is we want to hear from you guys what your questions are on the Charleston and Summerville area specifically. Of course, we do a lot of 55 plus communities. That's about probably 60% of our business. And then the other 40% is all the regular neighborhoods. And now we are across the state of South Carolina. So we do some videos up in Greenville. We do some videos in Myrtle Beach. So we've got a lot going on these days, and we would love to answer your questions about those areas too. If we don't know it, we'll get back to you and get you the answer for sure. So let's get to some of the comments already. And we've got Mike and Becky on from Crofton, Maryland. Welcome, guys. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining again. Speak of the devil, there's Loretta, Big Black Bear Loretta from Poconos of PA. And, I'm not going to do it, but every time we say Poconos, Jeff touches his nose, like poke his nose. So
like Pinocchio's.
Yeah. Ridiculous. We got Barb on from Connecticut. What's up, Barb? How's it going? Ken is on from Del Webb in Nexton. Thanks for joining, Ken. We appreciate you joining every week and tuning in. There's Rose. We were just talking about Rose.
Hey, Rose.
Can't wait to see you soon. Hopefully the end of this month.
Yes.
Heidi and Wes from #Horizons. Look, that they're deciding between #Waverly, #Collins, or #Avery. All right, so you can tell by their hashtags that they're still undecided on which neighborhood, because the Waverly is in Summers Corner Horizons, which is a 55 plus, and the Avery is only in Carnes Crossroad Horizons, which is a 55 plus. So they're still undecided. I think they're looking for us to basically twist their arm and tell them which Horizons is best for them. But we're gonna make them stick it out a little longer. They'll figure it out. They're smart people. Vic is on. Vic and Lori from New York. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Dan and Lynn Cole from Fitchburg, Massachusetts. My neck of the woods. Well, kind of my neck of the woods. The Turcos say #adult cocktail time. We should just have a cocktail on here every once in a while.
Right? They do it on daytime TV.
Do they?
They do.
Like what show does that? I don't know.
Like there's 2 women in the morning time who sit there and drink wine all morning long.
For real? Like what time does that start?
Like for them, probably 6 a.m., but for us, it's like 9.
Okay.
I mean, for real.
Do you think like they drink all night long and just keep it going in the morning?
know. It's probably like their coffee. It probably wakes them up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine having a buzz by like 8 a.m. You know, what do you do with the
Yeah.
rest of the day at that point? It's at a wash.
You go to sleep, I guess,
Yeah.
until midnight, and then you get up and do it
And then you
again.
become homeless because you can't hold a job. So, there's always
Yeah.
that.
All right, Robin, what is your not yours, but what is like a favorite drink that you used to drink in South Carolina that maybe is only here? Think about it. Everybody in the comments, put in what is your favorite drink, whether it's alcoholic, non-alcoholic, whatever. So let us know. Let us know.
Well, here, didn't they have the Firefly?
Oh yeah, Firefly
And
Distillery.
that was a nice, sweet tea kind of
Mm-hmm.
spiked little drink there. I mean, you have a couple of those, you don't know what hits you about an hour later.
They have a bunch of like concerts and stuff down there now.
They do. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I went to that concert this summer and I learned a few things from going to a concert at my age.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Number
Anything
one,
you want to share?
get the good seats. They're worth it.
Worth it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
don't sit in the nosebleed.
Do you get the seats like in like the Coliseum? Do you go down to the floor and those are the best seats for you? Or do you like the side angle and up close to the stage?
Probably like just right up top, that first kind of level right there.
Yeah.
But the last concert I went into, I could see the Ravenel Bridge just right there at my eye level. So I couldn't walk for a couple days afterwards. So my legs hurt really bad.
Was that down at the Daniel Island Stadium?
It was, yeah.
Credit One, I think it's
Credit
called.
One Stadium. Yeah, it's a beautiful stadium, but holy smokes.
My wife and I went there and saw Stevie Nicks.
Ooh.
And we had that kind of side angle. And like that's her favorite singer of all times. So we just had to do it. But we had a nice side angle. And we were surprised there wasn't a lot of people like getting up and dancing. But, of course we did.
So second thing I've learned is don't get seats that have a bunch of teenage girls around you, okay? Because they start jumping up and down.
Okay.
And if you're that high up, the whole stadium moves. And I thought I was going to die. So I actually had to walk down and get out of
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to wait to put that on. I lost my screen share. I'm going to pull it back up in a minute. So Heidi says hashtag best deal. So that's why she hasn't decided between the two. Okay. She's just waiting and she'll pull the trigger on whichever one is best. That makes sense.
Gotcha.
That makes sense. We're going to talk a little bit. I got some video from Paul's signature of the amenity center and everything that they're going to be building there. I don't remember if we showed that on this before. So we'll go into the Carnes Crossroads, AI developed video just to kind of show that. So I think that'll be cool. Mom is on. What's up, Mom? How are you? Thano is on from New York, now living in Cane Bay. Thanks for joining. We appreciate it. Tracy says hashtag Ibiza.
Oh, pretty.
That's her favorite, I guess. We saw them the other day. We were doing some video over in Tidewater, and they were in their garage working out. They have a pretty cool like gym in their garage.
Ooh, nice.
So nice.
Very nice.
John and Vicky from Del Webb Nexton, Maker's Mark, he says. Okay.
Oh.
That is way too strong for me.
I have not heard that one in a long time.
I am a girly man's drink. Like, give me the frozen mango margarita that I can just sip on, and I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
My only rule is don't buy crappy seats. There you go. She's with you.
Yes,
so you guys can go to a concert together.
Exactly. I know the rules now.
Yeah. LMB, hello. Drink would be a Tito's Arnold Palmer. Lots of ice.
Wow. Okay.
Right, he has a question. Awesome. What is past Carnes Crossroads, not Cane Bay or Nexton, the other side? I don't know the roads, what neighborhoods yet. Okay. So not Cane Bay, not Nexton, the other side. So I'm guessing she means towards Goose Creek. Down 176 on the other side of Highway 17. So there is one little DR Horton neighborhood in there and a neighborhood called Cobblestone, I believe. Yes. And they have some like attached villas in there. And then if you keep on going down 176, it'll bring you into Goose Creek and North Charleston. And also there's some older neighborhoods down there. That's probably a pretty good segue, actually, Robin. One of the neighborhoods that we were going to talk about tonight is one that we don't hear all the time, and is down 176. Do you live there, right? Crowfield?
Yes, I have. Yep. Right there in Crowfield.
So tell us how Crowfield relates to Cane Bay. Like for me, when people ask about Crowfield, I say, well, it's kind of like Cane Bay because it's this huge master plan community with a bunch of different subsections, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what a lot of the homes that you're going to find in Crowfield are your older homes that are brick homes. They have a crawl space. There's 4 different pools, if I'm not mistaken, in the Crowfield area. Now, Crowfield doesn't have as many subsections as Cane Bay does, but some of those older homes, like 1994, are on 2 lots. So you have a lot more acreage in some of the older neighborhoods than you do in the newer neighborhoods. So, I mean, they're very desirable. We're talking about brick homes and older neighborhoods that are still aesthetically very nice, upkept, in a very good part of town. Yeah. I love Crowfield.
Yeah. And it has a golf course there.
It does.
My daughter was golfing there yesterday in one of her matches because she's on the high school team. So I'm going to try to pull up.
Have you been to Momo's yet?
I've eaten there just on the fly, but I haven't actually gone and sat down. So tell them about Momo's, how it used to be different, right?
Well, it used to be a different restaurant, and so they've revamped it. It's kind of under new ownership, new management, that sort of thing. It's right on the water. So they have like bands on the weekend, that sort of thing. So it's a great little area to just go and catch a couple cocktails while you're looking at the golf course or the water view. It's gorgeous.
I've heard the food is really good at the new Momo's.
I have not been there, but I have heard that as well. Yes, I'm set to go there on the 18th.
Okay.
So I'll let you know.
All right, good. Is it a date night or is it
It is not. So it's my small women's group, and we have a birthday in the group. So we're going to go celebrate Holly.
Oh, good.
Yes.
That's awesome. Awesome. So yeah, that has a really nice golf course. The golf course is actually owned by the city, if I remember correctly.
You are correct.
And the prices really aren't bad. Like,
nope.
I was me and Abby went there. Now she gets charged as a junior, but I think it's like $55, and that was a weekend, like midday.
Oh wow!
Tea time, where some of the other courses are closer to 100.
Yeah.
And there's 2 other golf courses that are older neighborhoods that we should probably mention along with Crowfield. Crowfield's in Goose Creek, but the other 2 are in Summerville, and you've sold quite a few homes in those, right?
Yes. So you got Legend Oaks and Asheboro, but it really doesn't have the golf course, but the Westcott area is a very desirable. So Westcott is very similar to a Cane Bay sort of Crowfield kind of feel. Established homes, not as old as the Crowfield, but we're talking that these are some really extravagant and nice homes out in Westcott. They're close to shopping. You have hospitals nearby, schools. I mean, all kinds of great things right there. You have 26 nearby, so you're easily accessible to the interstate and everything around there. It's really a great place to live.
And that golf course actually has 3 9-hole courses.
Wow.
Really
huge.
Big, not amenity center, but clubhouse with a driving range and putting and the short game practice area.
That is
so
great.
If you're into golf, having the 3 different 9-hole courses is really cool.
And they have the top
if I remember
golf
correctly,
now.
Memberships are not really that bad. It is semi-private too. So
that's not bad either.
A private membership, or you can do, just pay to play.
Very nice.
That's pretty cool.
That is nice.
And then, so the other one is Legend Oaks, you said, right?
Legend Oaks, yeah. So Legend Oaks is really nice. It's kind of on the other end of Summerville from Westcott. older kind of area as well, super established. Really, they even have, it's close to where they have it's a night under the oaks. So they have a lot of oak trees out there. It's absolutely beautiful, beautiful landscaping on the golf course, but it's super fun out there and really nice. It's really close to Summers Corner right there. So really located conveniently on that end of Summerville. People don't realize how big Summerville really is.
Yeah, like here to Legend Oaks is probably 45 minutes from Cane Bay to Legend Oaks.
Thank you for Berlin G. Myers.
Yeah. Berlin G actually helped that a little bit, I think, for sure.
It sure did, yeah.
With that new opening. As long as you don't speed. They've been doing speed traps on that road.
Really?
Like crazy.
It's so hard to do 45.
Yeah, it's 45 and people are going like 65.
60? Yeah. Guilty.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to some of the comments. So Mom says, the best is a spicy Bloody Mary on Thanksgiving morning.
Perfect. While you're cooking that dinner. I got you.
That was a tradition she had with her father. And he used to love that. I think he got up early for that, to be honest.
Sweet. That's nice.
Todd and Amy watching from Richmond, Virginia. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining in. LMB said yes. Okay, good. So we explained the area appropriately of what we were looking for. Awesome.
Okay.
Let us know if you have any more questions. But yeah, once you go down 176 from 17A, there's a lot of commercial down there. There's some of those older neighborhoods in Goose Creek. Beezer is, if you keep on going down 176, it turns into Red Bank Road. And the Oaks is off of Red Bank Road, which Beezer is still developing in there because that used to be a golf course. And now they're putting more houses in there.
Yeah. It's so wild because then if you keep going a little bit further, you're going to wind up in Hanahan.
Oh, that's right.
You take a right, you're going to North Charleston. You take a left, you're going to Monk's Corner. So everything's very centrally located.
Yeah. Awesome. In order to get a handicap accessible home in Del Webb Nexton, do you have to build, or are there ever accessible resales that become available? Probably very rare that a resale is going to come up, because once somebody builds something like that, they are probably going to stay in it for a really long time because it's designed to their liking. We actually just helped a client do this. So Talisha was on this one, and she helped them make sure they had the right floors. So one thing you don't think about, a lot of the floors nowadays are floating. But if you are coming in with a wheelchair, because of the weight on the tires and all, those actually have to be glued down. So it doesn't float and move and get destroyed. Talisha walked through with these clients in Del Webb Nexton and built exactly what they were looking for, with extra grab handles. The doorways were widened, if I remember correctly. Lots of great stuff. And they are about to close, I believe, next month.
Good for them.
Last I heard, they were super stoked about this.
Good. Love that.
Yeah. Mike says, drink of the night is cider old fashioned. So it's bourbon, cider, cherry, and peach bitters, I guess.
Yeah.
Way over my
Sounds like a lot of stuff.
That's why they have that gym, so they can do their drink and then go to the gym the next morning. All right, LMB, do police patrol the areas for safety? I mean, master plan communities. I know there is crime everywhere, but can we talk about crime, or is that not allowed? I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking. Yeah, no problem. So as realtors, we're not allowed to basically say, hey, this neighborhood is a horribly bad crime area, or this neighborhood is or isn't. But we can talk in general about the area and in your question of, do police patrol the areas? So, Robin, I'll talk about Cane Bay, and then I want you to talk about Crowfield a little bit.
Okay.
So out in Cane Bay, even though it's in Summerville, it's patrolled by Berkeley County Sheriff's Department, because we're in their district, not inside the town of Summerville. So Berkeley County has people that actually live in Cane Bay and are on things like Facebook and kind of scrolling through and looking for any issues that are coming up. They're called like community heroes, something like that. And they'll come and do, to the HOA meetings and do neighborhood safety meetings. We had one here in the Oaks at Cane Bay where they came and did that and talked about safety and, locking your cars. There was one time frame where we had some people coming through checking for unlocked cars. And, you want to feel like it's a safe area that you can do that, but you really can't just because a lot of these kids are coming through doing that type of stuff. Doesn't happen all the time, but it happens. It happens everywhere. But Berkeley County Sheriff's Department patrols our area all the time. We have school resource officers directing traffic in the morning for the schools up front. And then there's actually, the fire department, EMS here. They have a station here in Cane Bay. So I would say yes, very well. Like I wouldn't have a problem with any of my family living here next in Carnes Crossroads. All of those areas. I would let my daughters live anywhere in Summerville pretty much. Robin, what do you think about Goose Creek? It's a little bit different in Crowfield, right?
It is. So Goose Creek, you have different areas. And Crowfield in itself has a lot of police officers who live in Crowfield, to be honest with you. So not only are they patrolling, but they also live there. And you get to know them very quickly because their cars are all parked outside all night long. So with that being said, we also have the HOA who drive through. I mean, we're talking multiple members who drive through on the golf carts at any given time. There are neighborhood watch patrols. There are also, as Mark was saying, online groups. So there's like neighborhood alert systems. I have an app for a neighborhood alert app that if packages get stolen, people's cars get broken into, they're alerting people within that neighborhood for you to be on the lookout, because obviously you have to be a little proactive and lock your car doors. But I too have had that happen and did not lock my car doors one night, and they got my change and all kinds of junk out of there. But for the most part, pretty safe neighborhoods. You have the ones that, here and there, but in the most of Goose Creek is pretty safe. I mean, my daughters live in Goose Creek. I have one who lives in Cane Bay, one who lives near Cobblestone, like you were talking about. So, I mean, I've lived in Goose Creek for 30 years. So I've been all over the place over here. Yeah.
And look, you're still alive. I mean,
I'm still alive. Hey, I haven't had to beat nobody up. I'm not in jail. So, I mean.
You haven't had to use your gun at all, really, right?
No. Everyone's alive around me. It's nice. Orange is not my color.
Right. Exactly. So hopefully that answers your question, but let us know if you want us to get more specific without getting specific, I guess. But you can always call the local police, look on, the Facebook groups and, just online in general. They have those neighborhood watch parties and all that. But crime and then talking about what schools are better, there's report cards out there for that. And then, sexual predators and stuff like that, that you have to kind of look up on your own. But, most of the time when we say, hey, I'd let all of my family members live in this neighborhood, you kind of know what we're trying to say, right? All right. Question from Heidi. How I'm assuming how many months before you retire do you generally need to select the home you're going to buy? So I guess it depends. There's a bunch of different situations there. One of them, like let's say for Horizons, which is only a spec builder. Those specs come out anywhere from, I would say 5 months is the longest term, up to 1 month it'll be ready. So if you've already sold your home up north and you're ready to go, you might be in that 1 to 2 month time frame, and you would just pick one that's ready in November or ready in December. We're in October. Yeah, we're in October already. So you might pick one of those if it was just a spec builder. Because you don't want to have to move into a rental and then move into a home. we have people do it all the time because they want to build from the ground up. And so if you're building from the ground up, obviously that's a longer build time, 6 to 8 months on average before, it's about 2 months of permitting from when you sign the contract and pick your structurals. And then it's another, 4 to 6 months of building time in like a Del Webb or a Four Seasons. Yeah. One of them, even in Four Seasons recently, it was closer to 4 months of permit time because they had just opened up that phase. I think that's your client, right, Robin?
Yes, it was. Yep.
Yeah. So I would imagine, I haven't looked at least recently, but aren't they getting ready to do foundation here soon?
They are. Yeah, they sure are. So hopefully it will. Once it gets to a certain point, then it just goes very smoothly through the rest of the process. But those permits are the worst part.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Yep. So, that's another situation. So if you're building from the ground up, you want to give yourself that 6 to 8 month time frame to be building. And sometimes that's tricky, right? We got to figure out, okay, I have a home to sell here, but I want to build from the ground up. So how do we do that? And it's really dependent upon your situation. And that's where we talk about that on Zoom calls and really get into the nitty gritty on, what your specific situation is, which, by the way, if you go into that QR code, you can set up a Zoom call, or if you're in town and want to do an in-person meeting in our office to talk more about that stuff, you can scan that code right there and jump right into our calendar and, book that. But yeah, I think it really just depends. Is it, are you building from the ground up? Are you wanting, maybe a short-term rental like furnishfinder.com? They have a lot of short-term rentals that are already furnished, and you can move right into that and keep all your stuff in storage until you're ready to purchase. But most people, we find, go right from one house to another, or do that 2 to 3 month short-term rental until their house is ready or they find the neighborhood they want. Anything to add to that, Robin? Did I miss anything?
No, just kind of have to have a game plan. If you're going to, go in phases, you really need a game plan. You can't just go willy-nilly, because things happen and you're unprepared, and that creates domino effects throughout the whole process.
That's right.
So, yeah.
I just wanted to point out too, I was so scared, Robin, that since Jeff wasn't on, I'd only have like 3 people watching because he's the more popular of us and all.
Oh, that's what everybody thinks. I don't believe that, though.
But we got 43 people watching right now. So it's all because of you. You joined and picked up where Jeff left off. So thanks for being with me.
Jeff, there you go.
All right, let's get to Loretta's question. Do any of the 55 plus communities have their own 24/7 security teams? Great question. So the only one that I know about is Four Seasons. They have security at the front gate, 24/7. Now that doesn't mean that they have somebody driving around the neighborhood with the yellow light on or anything like that. That's only up at the gate that they have that. And obviously, if something were to happen, there's a phone number for that front gate. You can call them. They can say, oh, don't worry, that's just Bob Smith's son because Bob is sick and he had to come in or whatever. So, that they're a good resource for 24/7 security, but obviously they would call the police if anything, was serious going on in the neighborhood. They're not, they don't have guns and walking around and stuff like that. Most of the other 55 pluses that are gated are manned like 8 to 8 or 7 to 7 or something like that. And then at night they have the electronic system to get in, but they none of them have like security driving around that I know of. And really, I don't know if you agree with this, Robin. I would say none of them really need that either, right?
I haven't really run into one where they're where people are getting robbed or their cars are getting broken into. I mean, they're actually one of the safer of the communities out there.
Yeah.
Especially at Four Seasons, because I'm telling you, if they're breaking into that place, they're going to be running into some gators in that water. So good luck to them. I mean,
that's right.
Just saying.
And if you live in that neighborhood and you see somebody run into a pond, just throw some chicken out there with them, and the gators will go after
video of that. I need video of that.
Right?
I'm willing to pay.
Yeah. LMB says, I like that. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for asking all these questions. That's awesome. Growing up in Brooklyn and Staten Island, I lock everything. I grew up in Massachusetts, just south of Boston. I got really lax when I was down there. And I think somebody went through my car once when I left it unlocked. But luckily I didn't have anything in it. So Jerry's on.
If you leave stuff laying out where they can see it, I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Jerry is on. Better late than never has entered the studio. I wonder who that is. Let's see here. It's Jeffrey. He made it.
Oh no! Good Lord.
What? Why
Robin?
No, he must have sped home.
He did.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I got done with my meeting in Greenville at about 4:30, and Waze said it was going to take me 3 hours and 15 minutes, and I'm now on at 7:30.
That's pretty good.
Okay, two things I have to say. Number one is I'm clearly not needed. Robin, you're doing great because I was listening to you in the car.
Thank you.
Number two, Mark, did you really say that Talisha walked the people through the process of building a handicap accessible home?
Yes.
Talisha walked them through the process of building a handicap accessible home.
Listen, walking could be anything.
I can't.
I was drove off the road off of 26.
You're horrible.
Ridiculous.
I can't.
So I don't know if you heard the whole thing. We were talking about all these older neighborhoods too, because somebody was asking about going down 176. So we had some good conversation about how there should be some really good resales in some of these older communities too.
Yeah, you know, one that we forget about a lot, because I heard you talking about some of the ones is the whole Kings Grant, Dorchester Road, Ashboro side. There's some great homes over there. A lot of them that have been redone and updated and have new roofs and new air. The only thing that we really do pay attention to over there is that we do have some in flood zones over there. So what was it, Mark? Probably 18-ish. That we had a big rain and there was a bunch of houses flooded over in that area, but they redid the flood zones, and so we have a pretty good handle on now which ones I would be a little wary of versus no, we've never seen problems in that part of that area. But there's some great houses over there in Kings Grant.
Oh yeah. All right. Mike says, death not an option. Del Webb Nexton or Del Webb Cane Bay.
Death not an option.
I'm scared to ask.
All right, so I think he's asking which is better, Del Webb Nexton or Del Webb Cane Bay. So Jeff, since I totally messed up walking through a handicap house, I'm going to let you answer.
Yeah. All right. So, great question. Couple differences I see. Number one is Del Webb is definitely more expensive because we've got all new construction, all new houses, newer houses over there. Del Webb Cane Bay, the houses are between 7 and 15 years old, even probably 17 years old now. So we want to pay attention to the ages of the roofs and the ACs on those houses. You'll see a lot more of the ones that have not been redone, of the darker colors that we saw more, 15 years ago. So that when I walk into a Del Webb Cane Bay versus Nexton, I'm very cognizant of the difference between the colors and the floors and those kind of things. I would say that Del Webb Cane Bay is the most beautiful of every neighborhood in Summerville pulling in. It's a very mature foliage and trees. It's a great activity center over there, very active activity center, lots of clubs. Everything's very well established. Robin, what do you think? About 3-4 years ago, they did a big revamp of the like the indoor pool and all that. Two different vibes for sure. We don't talk too much about the ages of these. You would just have to assume that one in Nexton that is, 4 or 5 years old is going to have a younger client or population than the one that has been there for 17 years. But actually, some people have cycled through and gone on to heaven. And so now there's a younger, population going in there also. Big location difference. One's in Cane Bay, one's in Nexton. If you want to be closer to 26, if you want to be closer to all the newer restaurants that Nexton has to offer, Halls and Taco Boy and Page's Okra, all by golf cart, that would be your preference. Although you could get to those from Cane Bay also. And Mark, I'd say we on a 2,000 square foot house, we probably have $150,000 difference between those two from Cane Bay to Nexton, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would think so. And some of them are really done over nice. They've already done flooring and countertops and cabinets and things like that from 20 years ago when it first started.
I heard y'all talking about safety and security before. Not that any of them are a safety concern, but boy, if you want to be in someplace secure, go to the one in Cane Bay. They almost won't even let us in sometimes, and we show our real people.
That's a good point.
The gate guard there is no joke.
Oh, you got to
it
have
has
a lot
taken
of
me like
credentials
5
nowadays.
years to win her over.
I think she quit, by the way.
No.
Oh no, it's probably because she let me in.
Yeah, she got fired.
Yeah, she got
we
fired.
told you not to let Jeff in.
Sorry, Doris. I apologize.
That's so sad.
All right. LMB says, I have to say, this is the best way for people to find out all about what's going on. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. We appreciate that. That's the exact reason why we did these. We wanted to be able to answer questions live. Sometimes we couldn't get back fast enough to people. And the more questions we can answer live, the better it is for everybody. Because if you're asking the question, somebody else probably is too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for saying that. We appreciate that.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Jerry said, I'll be back again soon to narrow down where we're buying. Awesome. I saw his name pop up and I was like, oh, it's Jerry. Very good. Very good. All right. Lynn says, Mark, when we toured the homes with Dwayne in March, we like the house where the garage has a set of stairs to an unfinished storage area. Could you tell us the house type this was? And then she went over and said it was 55 plus Del Webb or Four Seasons.
Yeah.
So actually both communities have that option to add when you're building it. Four Seasons, I would say, probably has more of those than Nexton. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
We did, because Four Seasons did a lot of them as specs. There was a little a period there where half of the houses they were building had those storage units. And what automatically comes with those typically is the 4-foot garage extension also, because it's needed for the staircase going up. But they do them in Del Webb, Nexton, and over in Four Seasons. Interestingly enough, you cannot do them in the new Del Webb at Point Hope, because the architectural review board down there wouldn't allow the 4-foot garage extensions for whatever reason, and you need those to be able to do that unfinished space upstairs.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a resale, we would just have to, look at the model type and look at the floor plan to see, which one have those when you guys are ready and everything. But yeah, I think there's going to be options in both communities for you.
In Del Webb, you can still build the Del Webb Nexton. You can still build those from the ground up. They're not putting them in any real specs. Mark, I seem to remember that those might not be an option at the new Four Seasons models.
That's correct.
Okay. So if you want new construction with one of those, you're going to be limited right now, I think, to Del Webb and Nexton.
Yeah. Good point. Unless it's a non-55, because some of the non-55s have some nice, as we saw over in Tidewater, some nice unfinished areas up there. We talked about it a lot. Robin, you haven't seen these yet. There's one, it'll be out on the channel in the next week or two. There was one that had 2 bedroom-sized
unfinished storage spaces in the upstairs, a new model that we hadn't seen, that I don't remember seeing before. And those could be finished off too. All these storage spaces, you could finish these off. You could drywall these in, put in a mini split, and then use this as finished space if you wanted to.
One of our clients did that. Remember, he had the secret garage and the door in the garage?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. He had his man cave upstairs.
Man cave, yeah.
I like it.
All right. John Kelly says Cane Bay has no fences. So that's a good point. Cane Bay, Del Webb, you can't have a fence in there.
Yeah.
Or a pool.
Yeah.
So. All right. Barb says they have to bribe them with donuts in order to get in. I'm guessing is what you mean. Yeah.
You know what? I have taken drinks over to the guard at Four Seasons before. We love the Four Seasons guard. So I've on a few hot days, I've stopped and picked them up a smoothie to take them in. So maybe that's why I just get waved on through.
I thought you meant like a cooler of beer or something.
No, that would not be appropriate for them to be drinking alcohol on the job. Imagine a drunk gate guard at Four Seasons. Come on in, let's go party at the pool.
Party in the pool.
Oh, I love it. Oh.
All right. Now Mike says death not an option part 2. Del Webb, Cane Bay, or Four Seasons. I'm helping you sell both.
Oh wow, they're different.
If you're asking me which one, listen, I always promise, always the good, always the bad, always the truth. I prefer Four Seasons over Del Webb, Cane Bay.
Yeah, the waterways. Yes. Although there's a bunch of those ponds and stuff in Del Webb.
There are a ton of ponds. Like there's just as many sitting on water as not sitting on water. Between the two, I prefer Four Seasons because of the lake. It's a newer amenity center. The activities I would call equal for sure. There's not one that's any better. And
they're both so majestic when you drive through them. So
yeah.
I mean, they're hard to, they're both.
The Del Webb Cane Bay is gorgeous property.
It is.
I'm really shocked after 20 years they've been able to keep it so pristine and so nice.
Still the same.
Well, now there has been some cost to that. Their amenity or their HOA on the monthly is higher than most of the others, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but not by much. Like it's closer to 350, 360 versus some of them that we see at 300. Mm-hmm. But you're getting a lot for that money, and no more beautiful property out there.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Lynn says, thank you. You guys are the best. You're welcome. Anything you need, just let us know. If you need us to be more specific with that, the floor plans and all, just email us info@Charleston Area Living. We'll try to get an answer as best we can.
Mark, as you were doing your intro with everybody, here's a question. Well, let's see how well you know me. I was in the car by myself coming in 26 from Greenville. And when you announced our friend from the Poconos that was on, did I or did I not poke my nose in the car by myself in the dark?
I would say you did it at least 3 times because she said it, and then you probably did it twice when I said it.
I just did it once. And then I thought to myself, you're an idiot. You're in the car by yourself. We should go back and pull the I have a Ring camera in my car. We should go back and pull that footage of me going like this, driving down the road by myself.
That would be great. All right, Jerry asked the question, are they building a Walmart supercenter near Cane Bay? Robin, you already know this too, right?
Yes. Eventually, yes.
Absolutely, maybe.
I'm going to share this map
here.
So right here is the Publix, this blue thing right here. The proposed Walmart is supposed to go, let me make sure. Yeah. So this is Fairwinds Boulevard, which goes towards the back of Cane Bay by Pine Hills. This is blocked off right now, right here. Once they finish 176, which is this road right here, then they'll open up that light, which will come back past Bradford Point and go down Nexton Parkway. So people won't have to take a left here and then a right to get on to Nexton. But this area,
Mark, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that was one of the questions we had last week. somebody was asking if you go straight here, where does it go? And I
Nice.
just couldn't get the map up.
Well,
in order to-
sometimes when you're answering questions and I'm sitting here looking like this,
He's just looking like
I
that.
have no idea what I'm nodding to.
But that Walmart is supposed to go right in here.
Yeah.
So ideally, you'll be able to take the golf cart trails right over to here and golf cart to Walmart from anywhere in Cane Bay or parts of Nexton too, because you'll have the sidewalks that come all the way up here, go straight across and into Walmart.
Whew.
How great is that? If you're having a medical problem, you can go buy suppositories by golf cart. That's amazing. How much better can Cane Bay get?
You never know when you're really going to need that. Let me just tell you that.
Yeah.
Jerry said great. Yeah. I think it's cool. A lot of people are not happy about the Walmart coming in here based on the Facebook posts and all that. They would rather have, a Trader Joe's or a Target. But
You know,
Walmart's
you're lucky you're getting
everywhere.
anything. You know what I'm saying? For crying out loud.
All right, breaking news. Breaking news. I'm not messing around with this. I don't know if it's real. I'm only going by what Facebook said.
All
right, hold on.
Know how accurate Facebook can be.
Before you say it, I'm going to put a picture up and you tell me if this is what you're talking about, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
But I was going to talk about it today, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
No, is it open?
No.
It's open.
Yes.
We went tonight.
Is it? Oh, I'm going to be getting me a gyro. Yes, I know I say it wrong very soon there. I can get there by golf cart.
Yeah, we went there tonight and had dinner, and it was their first night open. Sharon called to make sure it wasn't like a fake Facebook post.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that.
Was it a free for all with the staff? How was the staff doing?
The staff was good.
Okay.
It's always terrifying the first day.
Yeah.
It is. It's scary.
They said they were super busy
Okay.
for lunch and all.
Yeah.
But when we walked in, there was only one other customer back there, and of course it freezes right in the middle of everything.
Well, if they're open in 6 months from now, then they're okay.
Yeah, but this in the black T-shirt here, she was kind of training the whole frontline staff.
Oh, I love
they did
that.
fine. We got great service. People
Okay.
asking, how nice it is and all that. So,
Okay.
So that is not my breaking news.
Okay,
that is important because we know that I've already checked their menu and they have feta fries at that location.
I had those. They were good.
Were they good?
Yes.
Because you and I used to always go down to the what's the place that we had a problem? Our wives had an intervention for us and said you guys can't go there anymore.
That's the place me and Robin were talking about up by
Kairos.
Yeah, Kairos.
Yeah, Kairos. Mark and I had a Kairos problem for about 6 weeks, and we stopped going there because our wives were like, "Okay, we checked the Visa bill. You've been at Kairos every day for like the entire week." They have feta fries, so I was looking for the feta fries. But back to my breaking news: unsubstantiated, unknown if it's true, Facebook post. I saw somebody that said they were talking to two separate employees, down at the Trader Joe's in Mount Pleasant, and they said Joe was looking for a location in Summerville.
Really?
So I don't know if it's true. If it is true, I'm afraid it's going to be hijacking our Tuesday Night Live for a year and a half while they're building that stupid thing out.
Yeah.
I wonder how the one in Myrtle went. They just opened. I wonder if they got their socks knocked off.
Oh yeah. Didn't I show the video last week?
I usually don't pay attention, probably.
Oh, okay. It was wrapped around the building. Maybe I only showed it to my wife, but it was out the door around the building, and then I don't know, a quarter of a mile probably of people trying to get in.
I don't know what that Joe is selling, but he's doing something right.
Yeah. Look, I was just gonna say Valerie's gonna be upset if a Trader Joe's comes to Summerville because she's going to Myrtle.
Send her to Myrtle. Valerie, it's just a Facebook rumor. We don't know yet.
She's going to see if she can get some inside scoop. Thank you, Valerie.
Please do. Yeah.
All right. Heidi says, any news on the Publix in Summers Corner? No foundation or anything there yet.
It
So here's what we've heard from management. I for some reason, I have a lot of family that works at and friends that work at Publix in management. We even have some clients that are in management in the pharmacy at Publix and all that. So we've heard from multiple people that as soon as Carnes opens up the Publix, they're going to get real serious about the Summers Corner one next. Now Mark, I believe they've started working on the out parcels over there, haven't they? Like right next door?
I haven't seen that, but I haven't been over there in a minute.
I think they were doing work next to it, because when you put up a Publix like they do at Carnes, there's out parcels.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I think they were working on those. So this is also breaking news. The Publix opens up here in Carnes in just 8 days. So it's opening on October 15th. It opens at 7 a.m. and I'm considering making it going over there to attempt to be their first customer on October 15th at 7 a.m.
Uh-huh.
So are we going to have to do a live with your phone?
Are you going to camp
I'll be here
out?
running it?
Okay, first of all, I don't have a camping out body. No. I have a Serta Perfect Sleeper king size bed body. I ain't gonna be out there. Ain't nothing worth. You could have an iPhone 42 that'll make you a martini. I'm not gonna sit out like some lunatic psychopath waiting for something to be released. But no, there will be no camping out. But I can drive the 4 minutes from my house to Publix by golf cart at 7 a.m. I think I can probably handle that.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Mike says never been called smart SMRT, but how can Target not see the value of building off state road? How many households within a 5-mile radius? Math matters. Yeah. Hashtag money back. Yeah. I agree.
Math matters.
Math matters.
Math matters. I agree. Especially with 6,500 more homes coming to the back of Cane Bay. Like, you would think off 17 or 176, they would have a Target.
Yeah, I think that there's got to be more coming. It makes sense, Mike. You're right. I mean, there's so many people there that would love to be able to go do more than just what is in Cane Bay right now. There's lots of land prep being done over there. I always love it when people get on Facebook and complain, I don't want a Walmart, blah, 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 like you have any say in the matter. Well, of course you like the one place that you love. That being said, if I were to go ask my daughters, what would you prefer, a Walmart or a Target? Boy, it'd be a Target all day, every day. They're like Target junkies.
Yeah.
I don't know what's magical about that store, but they love them some Target.
Neither do I.
Have you seen the videos where the husband pre-orders the Target instead of letting the wife go into the Target? And she's like, okay, let's go in. And he's like, no, I pre-ordered it. Here's the bags. We don't have to go in. No, we have to go in.
Oh.
You know what's funny though? Andrea drugged me to Target about 6 months ago. And I thought, I'm going to be a good husband tonight. I'm going to go to Target
tonight.
And I spent like $150 and she spent like $1.18 on a pack of gum. So here's the question. Did I do that on purpose so that I never get asked to go to Target again? Or did I really find like $150 worth of stuff that I had to have?
I don't think you're smart, SMRT.
I am not SMRT.
You are not.
Andrea would agree.
Sharon says, I want to go to the one in Myrtle, the Trader Joe's, which we can this weekend.
There you go.
We could go this weekend, darling.
Yes. And
Robin, Mark and I are taking the families to Myrtle. Where are we staying, Mark?
I don't know. I just put it in the calendar. Let me look.
Are we staying in Myrtle or North Myrtle?
Myrtle.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It is called.
It's a great time of year to go to Myrtle Beach when you live in Summerville.
Mm-hmm.
Rooms are cheap. Weather's fantastic. Crowds aren't there. You can go to Trader Joe's and make it out with your life.
For real, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I love when school's in session. I love it.
Ocean Reef Resort.
Oh, that's nice.
Is it?
It is. Yeah, you're going to have a good time.
All right.
And it's a wraparound balcony because of the prices are so good in the wintertime. So
So
we got an upgrade.
that's a good thing to talk about real quick. Is there's not only is it a great place to go just like for a couple to go to Myrtle because it's just dirt cheap and you get a beachfront room for like $80 a night. But there's such good, like we're getting I'm sure, I don't even know, but I'm sure we got like a 4-bedroom place, right?
Yeah, it's 4 bedrooms.
Mark? Yeah. So, and I mean, we have probably $250, $300 a night. I don't know what it is. But in the off peak, it's great to have people. Oh, is it more than that? Okay.
Yes, this one was. No, right. Normally you're right, but
yeah. Myrtle Beach is great for people that live in Summerville because you get these really good price rooms, but there's lots of flights that come in from nonstop around the country. There's so many, the Breeze Airlines, the Spirit, I hate them, but Southwest and all these. And so people end up meeting their family from all over parts of the country at Myrtle Beach to go sit and stare at the ocean for a couple of days. Because in Summerville, we don't have beachfront properties. That's not what Summerville is. We're half hour, 45 minutes, depending on the beach you want to go to. But if you're an old fart like me and you want to live at a Del Webb and be able to get to the ocean by golf cart, then North Myrtle Del Webb is a good option for you because it's right there, about 5-10 minute drive by golf cart to the beach. Put your tootsies in the sand.
Yep.
They're almost out of lots to build on too. They got a lot of spec homes, but the last call we had with Lisa up there, right now there was only about 10 opportunities from the ground up there. So
go fast.
Yeah,
jump on it, baby.
All right, Mike says the people Walmart videos should tell you everything.
Always entertaining.
Why do they always go to a Walmart when the hurricanes come in? Never mind. I won't say anymore. Barb says go into a Target for shampoo and come out $180 later.
That happened to Jeff.
Yeah.
That's also kind of like Buc-ee's, right? You go in.
100%. Yeah. I have yet to spend under $100 at a gas station. $100 north every time I'm at a Buc-ee's.
Jackie says I am so late. Sorry. It's okay, Jackie. You can go back and watch it.
There you go.
And still comment, and we'll watch them. We'll watch comments later. Target tells you what to buy.
It all speaks to me. It all talks to
me. Hilarious. All right. There was something else I was going to talk about. Oh, so Meritage, we were talking to a client today while I was driving in the car. They're coming down on the 20th, and they said, hey, we still want to go into Four Seasons, but what about these Meritage folks? Like, is this something we should look at? I was like, well, do you want the big amenity center and, the kayaking clubs and golf clubs and all of that stuff? Is that important to you? She goes, we kind of stick it to our own thing, so we don't have to have that. I was like, then I love Meritage for you. I mean, they have blown-in insulation, really good homes that are built, and they're priced well, and you get the washer, dryer, blinds, fridge, all of that comes with it.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay, well, we might need to have Dwayne and John show us Meritage as well then. And I was like, absolutely. And then I just happened to get an email with some deals going on. So I figured I'd just kind of share these. Both these two under 600 in their lakefront homes. Beautiful. So they're on the same lake system that Four Seasons is on. And as you can see, the first one is $58,000 off its original price of $593. And the second one there, I think that's one of the ones we videoed. No, we only videoed one stories. We got a video coming out about Meritage with 2 new models. But that second one is $20,000 off. And then we've got 2 more. One is a lakefront on the bottom there, $23,000 off. And then the Gibson there is $73,000 off. So some really great deals over at Meritage right now. And they're continuing to build spec homes in the current phase they're in.
And my buddy Rick over there texted me, this was yesterday or today, I don't remember which, I was at this conference, that they had a Newport 3-bedroom, 2-bath plus the office. So really, 3 plus a flex room on the water in the mid 400s.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So that's a big ranch.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So yeah, that was cool. And then we got the updated list for Horizons at Carnes. If you notice all the homes under the pink line at the bottom, those are the Carriage Series homes, which share a driveway. But I just wanted to kind of bring your attention to some of these prices in the 280s after the discount. 288, 286, 298. Like if you don't want land and you're okay parking in your garage, these Carriage homes sharing the driveway are some fabulous prices.
Yeah. Brand new. Yeah. Can't beat
Brand
that.
new, yeah. And then they have one of those Carlisles, 70,000 off as well.
Wow. So, very nice.
Yeah. Just thought those were kind of hot deals to point out tonight.
Yep. Perfect.
We got a couple more comments. Mike's the Turcos would love to guest host one night, kind of like Ed McMahon to Johnny Carson. Oh, so we go over your house and do the live from your house? That might be kind of cool.
Hey, that would be fun.
We
do a Carnac thing. Oh.
Robert says, just make sure you tell them that there's zero access to the big lake for foreseeable future. Yeah, so you can paddle on the canals and all of that, but once you get out to the big lake right now, I think because of all that construction that's going to be going back there, is part of the reason. Anyways,
okay.
They sorry, I was trying to get to a slide about that, but it's not cooperating. They
blocked it off.
Yeah, they kind of blocked it off. So here was the approved plan back in November 2024. They said before any dirt really started flying, it would be like 2 years, but it must be starting early or something. 650,000 square feet of retail space, 1,900 acres. It'll go all the way to Highway 17, 6,500 dwellings as well. And Berkeley County lifted that moratorium to allow for this because it was going to be something like $900 million coming in to support taxes and all from this. So, they still need to work on the infrastructure, but they also need money for the infrastructure.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's a good point, Robert. They should be called the canals of Cane Bay, not the lakes. Yeah.
You know what, Robert? 1 out of every 5 times I talk about Cane Bay, I'm going to try to say that.
The canals of Cane Bay.
Canals of Cane Bay.
Can I get a copy of that slide? Yeah, no problem, Robert. I'll get it for you. Not a problem. It's general knowledge. And the picture on there, that slide, is over at Summerwind Crossing in their sales office. If you ever just want to kind of go up and look at the proposed, not proposed, but conceptual picture of it.
Yeah.
Look at Mark dropping big words at the end of the live, Robin.
I had to look at the actual picture because it said the word conceptual.
Love it.
But yeah, we're already over. Jeff, any final words? You want to say anything about the Greenville Del Webb that you visited?
Yeah, so I was up at the Greenville Del Webb yesterday. Stopped by on my way to my meeting in Greenville and got some updated videos of they got the model homes up. I could not get inside them; they weren't ready to be open yet. They've done a bunch of landscaping, so they're well underway. They are having there's probably 3 to 4 houses on top of the models that they're swinging hammers on already. So it's going to be a great neighborhood. They've got a 1 mile of Reedy River access, so lakefront access or riverfront access in there on a 270 acre campus, basically. So watch for that video on our other channel that'll be coming. It's the Livin Carolina YouTube channel. It's the first video, and Robin Mark's going to find out something right now that he doesn't know. So I couldn't do video at the property because it was raining, so I did some B-roll, and I did it from my hotel lobby while drinking a Blue Moon. So I have no idea what I said in that video. We'll just find out when it comes out from the editors.
I will be sure to fully edit that video. Fully approved.
Edit.
And you had a good time at the conference, I hope?
Yeah, it was good. I'll tell you what's super interesting is, in this YouTube space, our team is at the front of what's going on. We're not the biggest for sure. There's people that are doing more than us, but what I found really interesting was, nobody else was doing these lives except for the guys that are really, really big in this space. So I'm like, hey, you're preaching to the choir here. I love doing these lives. I love being able to interact with people and answer questions right now. So it was really cool to hear from the stage, like the guy that from down in Orlando that is really big in this, saying doing these lives is super important to my business, and they lead to what our lives lead to, and that's conversations with you guys. So our job is to not sell you a house. Our job is to be an advisor and find out if this is the right area for you. If this is it 55 plus, is it non, is it Carnes in the 55, out of the 55, down towards Charleston, up into Myrtle, over to Greenville. That's our job, is to help you navigate that and figure out more what is the great, perfect home for you, your family, your lifestyle. And to do that, it's an easy process to get started. Right at the bottom of the screen there is our website. You can click on the link in or emails or whatever. It drops into our calendars. Schedule a Zoom call with us. We do not mind doing Zoom calls with people. Mark's, there's a QR code there. If you're looking on TV, Mark's pointing at the QR code. You can scan that to book a meeting. Robin, Mark, and I, none of the team. We have people all the time that say, listen, I'm just not ready to retire yet. I'm a year out. I don't want to bother y'all. This is what we do. Book the meeting, because then at least we can be sending you listings even once a month, once a week, whatever it is, between now and then, so you can get a feel for what the market has.
Yep, absolutely. Robin, anything to add for your week, or anything to add to the end here?
No, just, man. Can you believe that we're already into October?
Crazy.
Nope.
It is. So, I know Christmas is coming up. So, hey, nothing better than a new home for Christmas. I'm available. Give me a call. I know a great realtor, but you love your wife.
All I
Give her
want
a
for
house.
Christmas is Adele Webb Ranch. Adele Webb Ranch. Adele Webb Ranch. All I want for Christmas. All right.
Love it. Love it. Well, thanks for joining again, everybody. We appreciate it. There'll be a QR code that will pop up here on the video as we end the show. Call us, email us, text us, book a Zoom call. We look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks, everybody.